another episode of the GooseCast. We are your hosts, Matty Bobatti, Daniel J. Martin, and what's your nickname for the day? I don't know. We don't have one. I didn't come up with anything. Lana Del Brales. That was honestly that was great.
One, yeah.
That was great.
I was like, do I have the floor?
Her name is actually Brianna.
I introduced myself for once.
You can speak. You're allowed to. We don't really have one, no. But what's up? Welcome back, everybody. The three people that are watching. Although we got some people watching now a little bit. Yeah. We dropped a clip, which you guys saw, or maybe you see more of them. I don't know.
Right. Some good reception going around. Yeah. You know.
But how's everybody's weeks been?
Shitty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You fucking basically had dysentery this week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We're just throwing it right out there. Sorry.
Yeah.
You've been shitting your brains out.
Yeah.
I fucking weighed myself before just in case. I can't afford to lose any fucking weight, but according to the scale, I didn't.
Don't eat burgers from somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy because one of my coworkers was like, I'm never going to eat a burger again. I was like, it happened to you too. But yeah, I was throwing up out of my ass and she was throwing up out of her throat. So like, it hit us in two different ways, but it still sucked.
She was shitting out of her mouth.
Shitting out of her mouth and throwing up.
I don't know how to.
I got a sad story about that
so
one.
who's driving the plane?
Who's what? Driving the plane?
I said she was. Never mind.
You lost me quick.
Lost me quick.
So anyway, Brianna, fucking.
Yeah.
Brianna with about a dysentery over here. She made it to Oregon.
Yeah.
You know, the Oregon Trail.
Made it to Oregon.
the most common of diseases. That's how I used to lose all my friends on that game.
Dysentery, syphilis.
Yeah.
You know, what are you
and it's like, also, how'd you get syphilis just on the road, you know?
Brandon's broken bowels. Yeah, that's a whole bowels.
Brianna the bowelless.
For real, though.
It's been a rough week for you, but you're back at it now.
Nope.
You alive?
I would never miss a podcast.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
even
what you did.
So we meet up a day or two before to coalesce and edit previous ones. She FaceTimed in. That's how down for it she is.
With the shit emoji, with the
bombastic
side eye.
I looked awful. So
we might include a picture of that because that was good.
That's gonna pop up for sure.
Good. The shit emoji. That made us think about I wish we could do that here. Put fucking goose face.
Oh yeah, I mean we get a.
Yeah.
Brian.
We'd probably find something like that at the fucking Renaissance Fair, honestly. Which are we going to that?
Are we?
We have.
I asked in the chat.
Soon.
I asked in the chat the other.
Well, I feel like the only people that would want to go is us, Steph, Ryan. I mean, not Brian. Did I say Brian? Ryan. Not you. Sorry, Ryan. You can come. Honestly, I put him on a backpack.
Ooh. We still don't have
maybe
a
some
name
live
for
GooseCast
you.
clips. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
No, because it runs from September into October.
August 17th to October 7th.
Right, it runs all the way through the next 2 months. So we just pick a day and go. Yeah. I think the tickets are only like $50 each.
I would do last week, September, last week.
When it's cooler out, for sure.
Yeah. Because
maybe we can all do acid and think that we're in a magical world this time. That'd be cool. Fucking holding out on us, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm cosplaying as Jareth the Goblin King, but with eating too many babies and shit.
It's a crystal.
It's a crystal.
It actually is.
Steph is in a big romper. She's fucking Toby the baby. She's in the red and white striped fucking baby suit.
No, but because the last time we went, I don't remember when did we go, but it was fucking hot.
It was in September-ish, I think.
Warm.
Yeah. It was it was in October because it was the last week they do it. I remember.
It was.
I think so.
It was one of the last weeks because they did that day we went was actually they don't do it all the time. It was Pirate Day. That's why everybody was a pirate and everybody was dressed as a pirate. My brother was there and he kept ducking us. My brother was there with his family.
Your brother was there, right.
I was calling him where are you, bro? I haven't seen you. You complain. I never fucking see you.
We love brothers who ditch us.
Yeah,
mine still hasn't answered me.
Well, yeah,
since April.
Yeah. At least he doesn't ask you for shit. My brother only hits me up when he wants something.
I'd rather that. At least something gives me something.
I don't know,
bro. The man's stone cold in me. Just not even answering me at all.
Cry about it.
Cry about it.
Early with the horn.
All right, let's roll right into it then.
Yeah.
So
roll right into what? The first topic of the week.
Yeah.
Okay. First topic of the week is what house in Game of Thrones you would want to be a part of.
And preface it with we are
or not even house in Game of Thrones. What, like, because there's also Essos. So if you were in Game of Thrones, where would you want to be? What race of being would you want to be?
Whoa.
Why don't we start with Brianna? I feel like she has. I feel
like you could pick a race. What would you be?
Well, he's not wrong. They're not like, whatever. They're all human.
Yeah. But
where do you hail from, basically?
Where do you hail from? Yeah.
Which in our world defines you a lot,
I would say Targaryen, but like I'm not down with the incest. But like it's like I want to ride a fucking dragon.
Right. Well, not even all Targaryens could ride dragons, right?
Because they didn't have enough. Yeah, they didn't have enough.
Well, it's also with like the eggs or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's basically like you're assigned dragon, but then some of them they didn't have the privilege of having like a
an actual egg in them. Like
so they have to like go to the dragon pit and like kind of like
try to bond
and try to claim one that's already been used. Yeah. Right. But then you gotta maybe fuck your brother.
Right. Well, that's the thing too. Like I would say, like, oh, you could be a Targaryen without having to fuck your sibling, but like they usually all arrange the especially when they were in power. I mean, they arrange all the marriages.
Some of them do. That's why there's like the nerd theories of like because the characters who seem to not marry within the Targaryen family always end up having something horrible to them.
Horrible happening to
them. Yeah.
So you have to fuck your brother. I would say Targaryen.
Mom said I had to. Stop fighting me.
I like that you did the Matt voice. He's like holding you down by the wrist. You're like, no.
Targaryen, or I guess like Starks, because they also have like powers.
The wargs,
But that's
not all of them. Well, in the books, kind of all of them.
That's a cold stay.
Oh, yeah.
I love that, though. Yeah. I got to imagine that's freezing. But you get used to it, right?
You would get used to it, honestly.
Eventually.
I would love the Starks just because they have the most honor, in my opinion.
Sure. In a world where, like, honor only gets you killed.
True.
I wouldn't really want to be them.
So your answer is Targaryens or Starks?
Yeah. I'm going to go completely the other way.
I know
you already know. I'm going to say the Lannisters.
Oh,
yeah, 100%.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, and it's not because I'm like, I'm like a fucking...
Because you want to fuck Tyrion.
Right. It's not because I'm like a Cersei stan or anything. Like, fucking everybody loves the Lannisters. I love fucking...
he would pick the Lannisters. I can't believe it.
I love the villains of these stories, man. You can't even quantify
She's one of
them
the
as...
last good villains, like, on TV.
Cersei, I liked Tywin. I thought Tywin was really good. I thought he was
a bad bitch.
Very cool. And I was reading more about Tywin. I was just looking back into some stuff and like kind of jogging my memory, and like I was looking at like kind of the theories of how when he died, obviously Tyrion. Spoilers, everybody knows this. Tyrion shot him on the privy, and he died. And that last line in the book, in the end, Lord Tyrion Lannister did not, in fact, shit gold, since it was like he shits gold because they're so rich. I loved that there was actually like little breadcrumbs there because Tywin kind of resents Tyrion because he personifies. Well, he definitely does. He resents him for multiple reasons, but he resents him for all these vices that he personifies. Like the whoring and the drinking and stuff like that.
He hates him off the bat. So Tywin really hates him because he blames Tyrion for killing his
and
wife.
that's why Cersei.
That too. But then, like, onward, going forward, like, to make like, fucking Mulan style, make a man out of you, like, make you a proper son of my house. He just can't. He's just, he's just off the wagon. But they leave breadcrumbs in the books where it's like Tyrion or Tywin may have just been that bad anyway, even though he's like the opposite, where he's like, no whores in court, none of this, don't sleep with whores.
Tywin was,
but he was. There was like a secret room in the brothel that had a tunnel from the Hand's Tower into the brothel. And they don't necessarily say it, but like the whole room is decorated in Lannister colors and like Lannister stained glass windows and shit.
They don't really like touch on it in the show, though. I don't think.
They don't. No.
He seems like a very noble person until he gets caught with Tyrion's.
Breadcrumb wise is what they keep in line though. When Tywin becomes a Lord of Casterly Rock, when his dad dies.
Yeah.
So Tywin's mom had died. Tywin's dad remarried.
Yeah.
Basically like a whore. and Tywin hated her. So when he took over, he made her walk through Lannisport naked.
Well, she would like wear the
that
jewels.
happens to Cersei.
Yeah.
He would wear like the new wife, the whore or whatever. She would wear like his mother's jewels and his mother's gowns and like try to boss him around. And then as soon as Tytos died, Tywin really fucking took that, and obviously the whole Reigns of Castamere story, which I love, man. Come on, but being a fucking calculated, smart, evil, not even evil, really. He did evil things. He did evil things.
I mean, everything was for his family.
He wasn't like sadistic though. He wasn't like.
No, he didn't enjoy it, but he punished you.
He didn't, but that's why he also kept Gregor around.
Right.
He kept Gregor to do that kind of sick shit, and like would look the other way.
Yeah.
My answer would probably be, probably Starks. Highgarden, which is the Tyrells, have the like easiest life. It's like most beautiful climate,
lush,
and whatnot.
beautiful,
But
money.
They have mad money,
wealthier than the Lannisters even.
I think I'd be with you probably. Targaryens or Starks.
No, I think I might change my mind a little bit. Who's the where do they live? Pedro Pascal and then
Dorne.
Oh, the Martells.
Yeah, because
like
the women and men, they're like kind of like equal there.
Well, in Dorne, there's a large history of a female leader.
Yeah,
and that's kind of why it's more of a
they might be making
the Nymeria story. Queen Nymeria.
Yeah.
She's the one who never bowed to Aegon's conquest. The whole reason why Dorne remains independent is that whole story, right?
Well, no, Dorne never. Nymeria took them from Essos to Dorne, and then that's the story. The 10,000 ships, they showed up, and then she burned all the ships and was like, "No, we're not going back to Essos."
Right.
But Dorne just never kneeled.
Well, wasn't she that she was the one in charge when the sister flew over and they actually took down the dragon?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. But they no. Nymeria is even older than that. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was like a very old woman at the time. Was it not Nymeria like really old? No, I thought
could be right.
I think so.
Nymeria, Dorne was there, mad long.
It's the age of like heroes and stuff.
Age of heroes. Yeah.
We're not a Game of Thrones podcast.
We're not a Game of Thrones podcast. Yeah.
No, hardcore Lannisters all the way. I mean, I love the North and the Northmen and all that stuff too. Like the honor, the duty, like the typical
That's
fantasy.
Everyone thinks you're Jon Snow. No.
I would love it just because I love the old gods and the connection there, because like the Andals don't really have like any kind of cool magic-y stuff.
Yeah.
And like if you're a Stark, you could potentially be a skin changer.
A warg, yeah.
So, but a warg is only for wolves,
right?
So every warg is a skin changer, but not every skin changer
is a warg. Yeah. All right, sorry, dude. We shouldn't have made you go first.
Yeah. Now we're just nerding out. Man.
Wait, I'm curious though, Brandon. Who's your favorite character in Game of Thrones?
I kind of liked what's that bald bitch?
Varys?
Yeah,
Varys is good.
Varys?
Because sometimes I feel like Varys.
Oh, dude, I was when I
honestly,
used to work
you've been
on I was on my fucking spider shit. Yeah, I knew everybody's shit.
Yeah,
because everybody would talk to me about it, and I was like, I have a secret.
Would you like to trade secrets with me?
My little birds told me.
No, literally, my fucking Geese be telling me.
Oh my god.
Little men cast long shadows.
A small man can cast a long shadow.
Long balls.
So, who's your favorite character in House of the Dragon?
I really hated Daemon for a while, but he like kind of like grew on
Everybody
me.
loves Daemon. Yeah.
Rhaenyra, I thought she was like cool, but then like I was just like she kind of like fell off a little bit to me.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, Viserys fucking rules.
Yeah.
And then I always hated Otto,
Patty.
but then like he like kind of like the last few episodes, he's basically like calling his nephews like a pussy. He's like, you think that like you got like on the throne for, I forget the line that he said, but like he was like, oh really, like you think that your dad
he
wanted
literally
you on the
said
throne?
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure about
that?
He
Sure about that?
he did like the breathe on his hand of the kingpin and went, you sure about that?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. What's crazy about any kind of adaptation is like Book Tywin I couldn't stand, but Charles Dance's performance was so good that I was like,
because when it's
kind of with Otto Hightower also, Rhys Evans was so good that I was like, ooh, I
love Rhys Evans since fucking Little Nicky.
Yeah,
he plays Adrian. You ever seen Little Nicky?
Yeah.
Oh my god, let the sin begin.
Honestly, I've loved him since The Replacements, which I brought up.
He was in that too. He was the kicker. Yeah,
he was the kicker.
I'm Whiterty.
Get in the flask.
Get in the flask. Adrian, I'm only gonna tell you one more time. Get in the flask.
All right, what's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? Again, we're talking about Adam, our good friend Adam.
Adam. I call him Andy, really. No, I think honestly, because I used to watch it so much, and I could watch it at any moment because they're all so good. I think Little Nicky is probably my favorite of his.
Little Nicky?
It was just so fun to me.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think they're like, I'm actually not that big of a fan of
his funny or like his Happy Gilmore's okay. I watched it again recently. I was like, I loved Happy Gilmore, and I love all his earlier movies because of the music he puts into it.
Oh,
a lot of that music is great.
Yeah.
He's also like a romantic at heart.
Hardcore.
Like Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer was great. Yeah.
Wedding Singer, 50 First Dates used to make me cry.
50 First Dates is so good.
When he's on his boat.
I like clipped that once. We were using that a lot recently.
Oh god, I fucking love him.
Yeah. 50 First Dates.
That when he's having.
I don't know how I would feel if I was his wife. It's like, really, Salma Hayek is your wife
every time.
True.
But then he had his daughters in that Netflix
Jennifer
movie. You're not invited. You're so not invited to my bat mitzvah. It was actually a really cute.
I didn't see that one.
It was pretty funny. It came out like this year or something.
There's like an era of his movies I didn't see.
His wife is in the movie, but it's not. She's not playing.
She's not playing his wife.
Yeah.
That's so funny. You see him and Salma Hayek together so often nowadays. You just figure that they're fucking married.
Jennifer Aniston was also for a long while.
Yeah,
he was doing a lot of Jennifer
movies.
Aniston stuff.
And then what was her name in 50 First Dates? I forgot.
Drew
Barrymore. That's I always forget her name.
Yeah.
The original Scream. Fucking
the
girl.
Oh yeah, she's the
girl,
first. Yeah. She's the first girl that dies in the phone.
I can't think of my favorite one, but I'm happy my sister showed my nephews Billy Madison, because honestly that's a pretty good before you go to school movie.
Oh
to
yeah,
see.
for sure.
That's actually what I meant, not Happy Gilmore. Billy Madison.
Really? I think Billy Madison's hysterical.
No.
Happy Gilmore I love because he has those dream sequences about his grandmother.
Happy Gilmore I love.
And they're playing Tuesday's Gone by fucking Leonard Skinner. And it's like the midget on the unicycle like, hey Happy, how you doing?
Happy Gilmore.
Really like Billy Madison?
I didn't really like Billy Madison.
We were talking about our favorite parts yesterday, and when they prank the guy with the shit bag, they light it on fire.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's poop." And I don't know if this was a real line in the movie, but Adam Sandler's laughing, and he's like, "He called the shit poop."
Yeah. So many little bits like that.
What gets me about Billy Madison is sort of like why I never liked Ace Ventura or Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Billy Madison, he's so. I don't like Adam Sandler when he's doing that
doing that real stupid,
acting like a special ed kid almost.
Yeah.
I never.
Well,
really...
that was fucking peak humor in those times. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what he was big for, was that voice and that character.
I didn't think he was trying to be special ed. I thought it was more like
when he does the voice, he does the goofy. He does a goofy thing. Yeah.
And he's he's talking like a little baby voice almost that. I didn't really. Billy Madison was not. There's parts of it that are funny, of course, but that's low on my list.
I fucking love, and he does the voice in the scene too. But my favorite scene of that movie is when he's at the teacher's house and he's all fucked up and he's looking up the steps and he sees the penguin and he's he's like, "Oh, I see what's going on here."
yeah.
Norm Macdonald's in that.
R.I.P. Norm Macdonald, right? Yeah, R.I.P. Norm Macdonald.
He was a hottie. He was such a
handsome
guy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like early SNL.
Young.
Even in Billy Madison.
Yeah, he was pretty young then.
I would have fucked his
Chris Farley was in that movie too.
Veronica Vaughn.
That's Chris Farley.
That's Chris Farley. Yeah.
No yelling on the bus.
He's all red faced, blowing up.
Someone throws a sandwich at him. He's like, with the fucking wheel.
That guy, like fucking. The way he used to act and shit, the way it just gave himself a heart attack.
Oh my God.
What I mean?
Him and Molly something. Because I'm not huge. No. The SNL chick. She's in Superstar. I'm not like big into physical comedy, but like Chris Farley and that girl Molly, whatever.
It's like I never liked her fucking that thing.
Oh,
I never liked
that's
it.
me and Christine's favorite fucking
What? She used to
movie.
smell. I don't know this character.
She's like, sometimes when I'm nervous, I put my hands under my armpits like this, and
She was was she Catholic school girl or something like that? Yeah.
There's like a part where she's like talking to a tree and like she's like acting out some like scene from like romance movie.
Yeah.
A nun comes up to her and she's just like like weirdly runs away.
They
like,
made a whole movie out of that character also. I never really dug that much.
But her and the reason why that movie got made was because she brought that character onto SNL and she would like throw herself into chairs and stuff. That's Chris like Farley. The only physical comedy I liked. When Chris Farley, when he did the song, everybody's working for the weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh the Chippendales.
Where
he's just got the cuffs on. And he's fucking. I don't even know how to do it. He's fucking getting it. He's really committed to all his fucking shit.
Down by the river.
Yeah.
I just showed Goose, Tosh, and them. They didn't know that Chris Farley was. I don't know if you guys know this. What? The Shrek was originally Chris Farley.
Yeah.
And they shot like 80% of the movie.
Right.
And then he died. And then they redid it. But there's clips out there of him doing Shrek.
I don't think I've seen the clips, but I've heard of that. Yeah.
Oh, it's
that'd be so different.
I didn't see him voice acting it. I just saw the cartoon. Shrek looked a little bit different too.
Looked a little different. Yeah. But they have it where it's him and Donkey talking. Yeah. And it would have worked.
Was Donkey still Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
And they want Michael Myers, who is apparently horrible to work with. Nobody wants to work with Michael Myers.
What?
Apparently he's like a huge problem on sets and stuff like that. Like he's got like a big attitude. Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Oh, that's why he's not in a lot of stuff.
Never meet your heroes.
There's truth to that,
Probably.
man. That never meet your heroes things. Everybody's got a story. Like I'm kind of scared because I'm trying to meet my heroes.
Right.
And then part of me is like, hey,
I don't think I'd ever want to meet someone like big like B-list celebrity because I feel like to a point
you humanize them and it gets weird.
No, like
think of them like a
to them. Because, like, it's like that thing that was in John Mulaney's stand-up. Like, people were like, oh, like, is Mick Jagger nice? And he's like, of course he's not nice. He's Mick Jagger. They're so far, like, detached that they're so used to getting, like, everything they want. Right. They don't really have to, like, treat people a certain way.
When was he meeting with Mick Jagger?
He was on SNL. He was, like, in the writer's room. And
I can't believe he's still kicking, man.
Yeah.
I don't think all of them are like that though. Because like you hear great stories about Tom Hanks, you hear great stories.
Same thing with Adam Sandler.
Everyone says Adam Sandler's huge, and he's such a chill. Meryl Streep is apparently wonderful on set, like especially new actors and stuff like that.
I believe it. She plays a bitch so well.
Yeah,
Tilda Swinton is apparently really cool.
Yeah. But like Mick Jagger, I think Mick Jagger is a dick also because that's part of like the Mick Jagger mystique.
He's a rock star.
Yeah, exactly.
Him and Keith Richards. Yeah.
Keith is apparently really a nice guy.
Yeah. Keith was the one with all the...
Mick Jagger, there's apparently a story that he pulled his dick out and threw it like on a table at like a...
As soon as you said threw it, I just like pictured it detached.
No, Mick Jagger's apparently got like that man hanging brain.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Comes with the territory, you know. I guess.
You ever see that video of Lenny Kravitz? He's performing and he fucking...
Oh, his dick fell out.
Yeah.
How are you? Okay. How are you in a scenario where your dick could fall out?
Leather pants too.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He like hit one of these where he literally just like squats like
and
that.
It
fucking split.
Hell yeah.
And he's not wearing no underwear. His shit
why would you? Honestly, you should though. Leather pants. I guess you don't want to see the crease, but that's got to be uncomfortable,
His
right?
shit just fell out. Yeah.
My boy said, "Here you go."
Yeah, up front.
Not to bring it back to Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, but did Aemond have like a fake penis?
No, that was him.
Oh, he had to fluff before. That shit was hanging.
Oh, what, the broody eye patch?
Yeah. Aemond
They showed his cork.
Aemond stands up. They showed everything.
Dude, it's always the skinny ones, man.
He has weird.
It's not necessary.
He's got weird balls.
No. He has weird skinny guy ass cheeks that are like not really.
They're concave.
Yeah.
He was gripping them.
It's
that's
just
why.
like.
Yeah.
You know. He's like, but yeah, he stands up in the brothel house and he's like, "Here's my dick."
Look at it.
Yeah, but you have to like. I feel like guys would like do that because like imagine it's cold on set. Like
it is always almost
a lot of nerves. Yeah, a lot of nerves
too,
going
also.
on too. Yeah. Your shit's turtling.
Can we retake that? My penis looks small.
That's why, like, if you watch old Friends episodes, Jennifer Aniston,
their nipples are out.
Fucking, they're just staring at you. Like, yeah.
Well, that was like the look in the 50s.
They used to have the bras. They were fucking like triangle.
Oh
yeah. But Marilyn Monroe, she would put diamonds. Like,
hell yeah.
When she would like wear like certain like types of like dresses, like silk and stuff like that.
Honestly, shout out Marilyn Monroe though.
Why?
So I used to, for a long time, I used to think like Marilyn.
I don't think she's gonna see this.
No, it's true. She's next week's guest.
Might be a little late.
She's next week's guest.
But shout out.
No, but like, because I
know we're not big yet.
So I've always been kind of like,
oh no.
I always thought a little bit less of Marilyn Monroe because
you thought she was kind of like the
I
feel like trollop of Hollywood.
Not even really that, but like I feel, kind of like Kardashians wise, like I feel like she skewed mindsets.
Sure.
But then when you actually really look into Marilyn Monroe and how smart she was and what she really was and what she was really about, she
would like pretend to be stupid.
Yeah, she was.
Well, yeah.
That's why she married Henry Miller. Because he was like,
he's a writer, right?
Death of a salesman.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. She was like, she told him that he was the only person she was ever actually like able to be herself around.
Right.
And she was like a completely different.
He was probably so turned off. He's like, "Oh, I thought you were a dumb bitch."
No, she was like
scratching her armpits and farting and shit.
She was like unbelievably well read and
I'm just so comfortable around you.
She's ripping out armpit parts.
She pulled her fucking mole off, stuck it to the wall. She's like, "Oh, thank God, hair." Fucking bald.
She put the mole behind her ear like a piece of gum, saving it for later.
Oh, thank God. All right. Well, what else are we talking about?
Next topic.
Yeah.
We have. This was Danny's idea. Most embarrassing fart story.
Oh well, he has the story.
I have
that's
the
why.
story.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I'm in junior year of high school, and because I used to like in Newdorp. Well, I went to Newdorp High School, and for some reason, everybody loved to cut in Newdorp, but not leave the school.
Oh, like
they would just
out
cut
somewhere?
and like hang out in the stairwells and hang out, walk around. So my friends would be like, "Oh, are you gonna cut with us?" I'd be like,
Why?
"No, because
Y'all are still here.
I'm gonna nap for 45 minutes." Because I was a big sleeper
in class. Yeah,
I woke up. I went to class one day, and someone was like, "Bro, look at your face." I was like, "How am I looking at my face?" I had this spiral.
Oh, the notebook.
Embedded into my skin. Like that's how much I was sleeping. So I'm sleeping in...
Nothing makes you like look more like a junkie than like sleeping in school. Yeah. Especially when you're like trying to stay up and you're just like...
Oh yeah.
I was like that all the time.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
But so I'm sleeping in science class. And I'm like sleeping.
Yeah.
I wake up as I fart. Right? And I mean...
He farted himself awake.
And
his ass was
not only was it a loud fart, it reverberated off the plastic chair.
Yeah.
So like
his balls were vibrating.
The whole class, even my teacher starts laughing. The whole class starts laughing.
Yeah.
But
your teacher at that point was like, "Well, he's sleeping in my class every day."
I didn't.
Yeah, fuck him.
So what I did was I just acted like I was still asleep.
Right.
So I just stayed down, hearing everybody laughing. I'm kind of laughing, and I'm just not.
We know you're up. Your face is beat red.
Gonna eat this. I'm
not taking my lumps on this one at all.
And then
lump deference.
Bell rings. Ooh, right. Yeah. So we go to the next class, and my buddy goes, "You feel better?" And I'm like, "What? Why?" He's like, "Bro, you just ripped one." I was like, "Oh, did I?"
Oh, did it
me? Not me.
Are you sure? It might have been Terrence.
Me?
No,
My
bro,
ass?
but I fucking ripped a fart, bro.
Nice.
It was loud, long, and bro, it woke me up.
Yeah, nothing worse socially, especially in high school, than I have to fart so bad, but it's gonna be loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Getting embarrassed in
motherfuckers
school,
will never forget it.
Never forget it, man.
Yeah.
Same thing if you stink. You'll never beat those allegations.
Yeah.
There was a girl, my first crush was in the first grade.
She farted and I fell in love.
No, I stopped liking her because I'm in second grade.
Oh, that brought me back. Yeah, I stopped liking her.
I stopped liking her because I look up and I see she's across the classroom. She pissed herself. And I watched it falling out from underneath the seat, and I was like, "Well, I don't like you anymore."
That sucks, man.
She was in a frilly. I can picture it still. She was in a frilly dress and
She ruined it with her piss.
Yeah. She was
it's a little late to be pissing your pants.
Second grade, yeah.
Being in school is cool.
Well, peeing your pants is the coolest.
What was your guys' first crush?
It's funny because your story reminded me, not because she pissed herself, but I was like
she shit herself.
No, she never did anything like that. I don't know. I always had a crush on just because she was just a blonde hair, blue eyed girl. It was in my whole through middle school, but nothing ever happened of it. I would just
so you love the Aryans?
Huh?
You love the Aryans?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, no, nothing ever happened. I think one time...
Hit me with a Zig Heil, I'm all in.
There was one time, when you have little stupid middle school girlfriends, there was one time where she was my girlfriend for a day. And
nice.
it started where it ended, right on the playground,
I never had any of those.
I had one.
I was I don't know why I was so into trying to have a girlfriend, even when I was a little kid. I was always after a girl, and they usually didn't want me, And then the tables turned because I got funny.
Did you ask them?
Now I'm beating them back, huh?
Did you ask them?
Yeah, of course. That's what you always do.
No, I mean verbally, go up to them.
Oh, probably a note. Most likely.
Oh, notes rule.
Yeah, notes rule.
Notes, yeah.
Do you like me?
No.
Yes,
Circle,
no.
Yes or no. Yeah.
Everybody was doing that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I got some yeses.
Or you get your friend to ask.
Oh, yeah, of course. And they relay it to you.
Oh.
And then the whole day you're just avoiding each other, but you're in the playground, and they're with their group, you're with their group. And then if you even fucking make eye contact, you're like, oh, shit, no. I don't know you, Or how about the bullying the girl that you like? You ever do that? Yeah, of course. I do that now. I do that to Steph all day. I just abuse the shit out of her.
I got. They used to call it pre-suspended. In the fourth grade, yeah, they would you still had to come to school, but they would sit you in a class 2 grades lower than you. So I spent a week with the second graders,
and they abuse you too.
There was a girl named Amy, and I liked her. And
she was in second grade?
No.
Fucking weirdo.
No.
You would have been in fourth grade.
Yeah, we watch this back. You're gonna see my face contort real fast.
What the fuck?
I've always liked him young.
Oh my god.
No.
Well,
checks out.
No. She was in my class also, but
whatever.
I, as a fourth grader, thought it was a good idea, and because I liked her, we're leaving school.
I kicked her in
so
the pussy.
Terrible. I kicked her in the back.
Nope. I was close.
It's so terrible. This is talk about embarrassments of what you I feel terrible about this still.
He said,
I ran, jumped.
Oh no!
And
jet lead her shit. Yeah,
jet lead her shit in the back.
What's wrong with you?
She went flying forwards.
Yeah, she wasn't ready for the force of a boy.
And I got in trouble, and then because it was a Friday, and then that Monday they brought us in, and I was talking to the fucking whatever the guidance counselor, whoever they make you talk to.
Yeah.
And
he was like, "Why did you do that?"
They were like, "Why did you do that?" And she
Why did you do that?
And she hit me with, "Do you like her?" And I was like,
"They know."
Yeah. And then Amy kind of got. She was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." Like she didn't really get mad at me, but
That's
honestly,
cool.
I kicked you in the back, bitch.
Bro, there was nothing better than like when you did something crazy like that as a kid, and then you're like, "Oh fuck!" Like it's kind of like when the older brother hurts the younger brother, and it's like, "Oh, don't tell mom, don't tell mom."
Yeah.
You know, when you do it in school, it's like, "Oh, please promise not to tell, don't tell."
Yeah.
She fucking came through for you. That was
came
dope.
through for me. Yeah.
Normally, you'd be like, "Nah, send him to the fucking rack."
Yeah.
And fucking stretch him until
Send
he
him
screams.
to the chokey.
The what? The chokey?
In Matilda.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Matilda. But yeah, I kicked her in the back. It was terrible. What are you gonna do?
Gotta do,
you know, like
young, stupid love.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Plus, I was an angsty, problematic, trauma-filled kid, so like I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna kick a bitch. And she gonna see my physical prowess and fall in love with me.
I can't remember any first crush, but I remember pissing myself in kindergarten.
Yes.
My bitch fucking teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom.
What's up with that?
And it was
man?
crazy because we had a bathroom in our classroom.
Can you?
We were doing
may I?
we were doing like tests. Like you had to like go into like a separate thing. Like my classroom had like a bathroom and then like a separate like room for I guess like one-on-one.
My kindergarten did
just
too.
To, just to see like where you're at progress-wise or something.
I didn't.
And I think it was only like once or like twice that year or something. I don't know. It's so distinct. Like the room looks so fucking scary to me because I remember it was like kind of dark too, and like my leg was shaking, and like I was like, "Can I go to the bathroom?" She's like, "We're almost done." She was like, "Just wait." And I was like, "I have to go." And she's like, "No, you don't. You just don't want to take the test." And I literally sat there and just looked at her and pissed myself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
She fucking called her bluff real quick. Right. I bet she felt like a fucking idiot.
Because my
took a
mom
handcuff
always
off
told
in
me.
here. Yeah, I didn't have to pee. Hey,
this is why I think if
Especially
you're
as a
fucking
girl.
pissed.
Well, in general, but like it's like worse for girls because you can get like a UTI. Or whatever.
sure,
Like, you're not supposed to like
yeah,
hold in
yeah,
your
yeah.
pee.
Plus, it's a lot harder for y'all to hold it in, isn't it?
No, I think for you guys it is. We're
is it?
so
For
used
us,
to
yeah,
it.
girls
for real?
girls
Yeah.
hold in they pee, bro.
Yeah, we can hold it.
My ex I used to be like, "Yo, are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like, go to the bathroom.
But I got sent
No,
to
I'm
the
fine.
nurse and they gave me a little Spider-Man undies. And they made me return them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was the nurse a woman?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But, like,
I was gonna say because that motherfucker went.
I was so upset.
right.
When she's talking about the
Got
second room,
me
all I
another
wanted to
little
say
piss girl.
when she was. I hope there's some left.
There's some
When she was talking about the little room, I was like, was that the molestation station? What was that, baby?
I hope you didn't wipe
He
right.
pulled off his own Spider-Man undies. You can wear mine.
Just bring them back.
Just bring them back.
No,
Don't worry
I
if you have
think
any more
there's
accidents.
Like,
I'll watch
male
them.
school nurses.
No, there aren't. I don't think they even hire male school nurses.
But
on
I was
purpose.
so upset. I wanted to keep them so bad because I was like a little fucking tomboy, and I was like, yes, fucking
boy stuff.
undies. And my mom was like, you have to bring it back. I was like, what? And like we put it, like she washed them obviously, but then we like put them in a Ziploc bag. And I remember I went to the nurse and I was like, here,
Back boys. That makes me think.
fucking
of,
open it up.
That makes me think of.
you washed them?
Like,
I specifically told you not to wash.
I told you not to wash these.
Sorry.
Why are they dry?
Go piss girl.
She's just pushing on her bladder.
Oh, God.
But that makes me think of like, I remember I had these Jurassic Park sneakers. And
Hell
like
yeah.
you remember like when you were in school and you got something cool, like
yeah.
something that cool, you were like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this to school. I had these Payless Jurassic Park sneakers that lit up.
Payless, huh?
Payless.
Poor.
That's what I used.
I was poor.
I was poor too. What the fuck?
She's put.
I miss pay less. You used to pay less.
Listen. You're not gonna win this, Miss. I only had a deck and a pool since third grade.
Yeah.
You're trying to bully us.
We had to take the diving board down.
Jesus.
I was so embarrassed of getting Payless shoes.
Why?
Because you had money. Because she understood it.
No, we didn't have money, but like my
had a pool
friends
and a
had
deck.
money.
I went. You know what? It didn't matter to me because I went
Motherfucker,
to
we were in a recession.
a recession.
We did like school shopping once a year, and like, oh my god, when you got like called out on like having the same outfit, or like we only had one pair of shoes.
Probably a lot harder for girls. I feel like we
didn't call each other out. No. Well, no, I got called out because I had a stint where I
was fucking with y'all. I was a Payless kid, but
sure,
it was the same. Having to wear the same sneakers all year round, especially as a girl, like that's so fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean,
you had multiple pairs of sneakers. Okay.
For me, I went to Catholic school my whole life though.
I think I have like so like embedded in me. I think I only have like 3 different sneakers.
I got this pair of Jurassic Park sneakers, and I thought I was so cool that like I spent the lunchroom like Captain Morgan standing, like
making sure everybody saw.
I was like, hey,
what's up, making sure Amy saw them shits, right?
No, this was like in the 2nd grade, so this is back in Long Island.
Oh, okay.
So
before the kick,
before
the kick of '94. Whatever.
Yeah, this is before. I mean, I had a crush, but this is before I really started understanding.
The kick of '94.
The kick of 90. That has to be 96 and 97.
Right on.
90. Yeah. The kick of
97. 2, 3.
Yeah, I kicked that bitch hard, bro.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I fucking kicked her hard, but
I don't know.
I kicked her hard.
I get exactly what you're talking about because kids are mean and that's what we do to each other. But I
had a kid randomly cut me with a thorn once.
That's cool. Yeah, all right.
He was like, look at this, and he just stabbed me and cut me with a thorn. I was like, bro,
look at what, my blood? Goddamn.
2nd grade, yeah.
Oh, kids were like that in high school for me. I had a fucking. Well, it was so funny because outside of this class, like we had a history class together. I was like a sophomore. And outside of this class, he was a nice kid. We were cool, whatever. We weren't like the best friends, but we were all right, you know. But he sat behind me in this one class, and he used to do this thing, which I didn't even know it was possible. He used to just take a pen and he used to run it on the wooden desk, just as fast as he could.
Yeah,
make it mad hot, and he would stab me in the neck with it.
Yeah.
So it would not only like hurt because he stabbed me with it, but it would burn. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I would get in trouble all the time for like acting out. And I'd be like, yo, you know, because you can't rat, because then you just get it worse.
Yeah.
But like, it was so weird because he didn't like bully. Like nobody ever like bullied me, like fucking pushed me around or anything. But like, he was fucking with me in class, man. And I fucking hated it so much. That motherfucker.
I never really got bullied because I had a big enough mouth and I'd slap somebody quick.
100%. But I couldn't do shit like that because my school you just get expelled.
So when I went to, I didn't really realize until years later. I think I've told you guys this story. When I went to 49, they used to make me slap box, like 4, 5, 6 kids in a row.
Yeah, you were telling us about this.
I thought that they thought I was cool.
Yeah.
And like I could handle my own. And then I was talking to a kid at work, and he was like, "Nah, they was bullying you, bro."
Yeah, because they were trying to get you fucked. They were trying to
because 49 was like prison. 49 was across the street from Stapleton Projects.
Yeah,
so like I fucking and I started 8th grade at 5'2". So in 6th and 7th grade, I was probably like 4'9", 4'11", and I'm slapboxing kids that are like 5'9" already.
You didn't have like parents.
Yeah.
You didn't have like parents or teachers out there monitoring you guys?
Not in 40,
Not
bro.
Really?
So
okay.
49, there were no, like most schools have parents that are like the
that come and monitor.
Yeah, no.
Oh, like PTA.
49 was
no more like you were on when we went out to
recess.
There would be like someone's parent who must have been a stay-at-home mom volunteering.
We never had parents.
There used to be like a parent there, or usually a teacher. The teacher would walk through. It was like a fucking Sith Lord had entered the fucking battleground, dude. It was like scary.
49 was security guards and deans.
Right, you had police officers.
Because that school was fucking wild. Yeah. Like, so all right, I've never told this story. I'll tell this story in podcast. I'm in 7th grade science class, taking the end of the year tests, and I'm in the back, quiet, straight row. I watched 2 kids bust in through the door, and beat the Ivan Lovin shit out of my 7th grade science teacher. Mm-hmm. I watched him climb back up on the desk,
about this,
blood dripping from his face.
Fuck this guy up.
Because he left him back again. That school was.
That's gonna solve it.
I was in.
We left him back again. Now at this point, I was 14 years old.
At this point, pass him.
yeah.
So he doesn't get his
fuck
ass
your
beat
integrity.
Yeah.
One of the kids who did it, I won't say his name, but when he finally got to Newdorp, this kid was fucking crazy jacked. He's like a 14-year-old kid.
Right.
I watched him pick up some fat kid, like a 250-pound fat kid, and run the length of the Newdorp football field with him.
Jesus
that
Christ.
he shouldn't, like, he was a grown man.
These kids are prison made. Yeah,
they
were 5 o'clock shadow and
so
shit.
they used to, when it snowed, they used to pack snowballs full of rocks.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
But they that
nail
school,
you with them.
You
that
kill
school,
someone.
Yeah.
That school was crazy. I watched Dean get his face slammed against a vending machine. I watched. I don't know. I watched a girl beat the shit out of a dude because he goes, "Your name isn't ISIS, it's is." And she picked this dude up.
I mean,
and slammed him. Bruh, I saw.
she showed him what the Rock was cooking.
I go to the bathroom one day. Yo,
she gave him the people's elbow.
My name's not.
She grabbed him and like wham, slammed him on
her whole body.
She
was doing
big bitch. She was
doing fucking jujitsu shit.
She slammed him on the lunchroom table and just started wailing on his face.
Nice.
I watched. I go to the bathroom, and as I walk out the classroom door, I see security and Dean's hoofing it up the hallway. Classroom across from me, a girl picked up a chair and bashed another girl in the head with it.
Nice.
Our in 49, the special slow classes were not for special kids.
Yeah,
they
it's
were
just,
just
like,
for wildly violent.
Keep them all together. That way they can get it out on each
I'm
other.
in math class, 10 a.m. You hear them pop, pop, pop from across the street. And my teacher's like, "Get down, everybody!" That
God.
school was crazy, bro. And then I'm there 6th and 7th grade, which is straight up prison.
Yeah.
There was a day I had to stay on the school bus because it was wild pit bulls running around. We couldn't get out.
Oh my God.
They wouldn't let us out. Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't let you guys out. They're like, fuck it. School's worse.
Run for the bushes, kids.
When I'm in college and I was doing education, I did a paper on dangerous schools, and I found out that the years that I went to 49, it was the 3rd most dangerous school in New York.
Yeah.
Richie, my stepdad, dropped me off. My stepdad drops me off one day, and he goes, "This is where you're fucking going to school?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm zoned for it.
Right.
I was living in Grasmere.
I'm dropping you off at the fucking prison.
I almost got left back both years because I was absent. If you're absent 28 times, they have to leave you back.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a month.
I was absent because I used to watch the school bus go by, and then I'd walk back home and be like, "Ma, I missed the bus," because I didn't want to go to the school. It was prison. They in lunchrooms and cafeteria, how they quiet everybody is they would blow a whistle twice and they shut the lights off, and then everybody had to put their hand in there. I
literally fucking damn.
I'm making because mama jokes was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh dude, me too. I know.
So I
hated that shit.
I'm making fun of my buddy's mom, Chris, and all of a sudden I get grabbed and thrown against the wall, and I'm looking at stomach.
Yeah.
So this kid is so much taller than me. I just grabbed his wrists and I was like, I can't let go of this guy's hands because if I let go of his hands, I'm getting destroyed.
Yeah.
It was my friend's cousin. To him, some random white kid was making fun of his aunt.
Right.
So he fucking threw me against the wall. That school was. I didn't really have that many problems because I had enough of a mouth and I was cool enough with kids that I didn't really get bullied. But that school was crazy. And then I went 8th grade. I go to IS 24.
A complete switch up. You're like PTSD.
So my dad died in.
He's sharpening a shiv. All right. So at lunch, I'm gonna stab the biggest kid I see. That way, I have respect for the rest of the time.
There was a kid named Michal who came to class 49.
Yeah.
They were threatening to jump him, beat him up, kill him, whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm in class and he goes, "I brought something to help me." And I was like, "What'd you bring?" He brought out a fucking kitchen knife.
Oh my God.
That kid was ready because that school was
fight for your life.
honestly crazy. That school was nuts.
But also, it's he wouldn't have fucking done that if not pushed to that length.
Not pushed. Yeah.
Kids were making. He's a kid with the mentality of a kid, being made to believe that you're going to literally get beaten to death tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Bring that shit.
Stapleton Projects was across the street. Park Hill was up to the left. That school was
not safe.
We used to have there used to be a dean named his name is Dahl. Everybody called him Jesus though because he looked straight up like Jesus. But I come out of class one day and there's a girl stomping on this girl's face in the middle of the hallway.
Nice.
This is 7th grade.
Yeah.
So then I go to 8th grade.
This is girls fighting too, which
so much like pent up anger in all of these.
But it's all
fucked up home lives and shit, man.
It's
what they know, you know.
But I'm saying like it's crazy how much like it manifests, and it's just all happening in school where it should be like a safe place, and they're just.
That's why I kicked Amy in the back because like my dad was dying. You know, like I wasn't really had nothing to do with you,
Love
Amy.
me.
Yeah, literally. Like, so my dad died in 7th grade, and I was. Because I used to just call out all the time. Like, that was when my sleeping problems started. I remember my mom waking me up to go to school one day. And I was like, Ma, I literally fell asleep 45 minutes ago. Right. And she was like, just stay home. Yeah. So then 7th grade, my dad dies. And about 2 weeks before my dad died, they called me down to guidance counselor. And they were like, if you're absent one more time, we have to leave you back. My dad dies. Oops. Taking 2 more days off, guys. But
just two.
Yeah, they so then 8th grade I go to IS 24, which is completely fucking wildly different. Yeah. And a kid makes fun of my dad, and I punched him in his chest. He sat down and goes, "Why'd you hit me?" Yeah. And I was like, I came from prison. I'm ready to like. Right. And lucky I'm not hitting you more. Like,
this kid also probably said it like, "You didn't know anything about you." You know, like that was the whole bit.
Yeah.
Say shit.
Yeah.
But we took that shit seriously, man. Like I used to fucking.
But my dad was dead like 9 months. Like,
right.
I'm letting you have it. Still. I've been waiting for somebody to give me a reason. You know.
Well, like, you said the mom jokes were like fucking rampant in like middle school and shit like that. My mom passed when I was 13. So and everybody fucking knew.
Oh, this is
no, it's the same shit.
Make fun of me for being poor again, Brenna.
But I went to Catholic school too, so like, you know.
I'm okay. I can joke about it.
But I went to Catholic school too. It wasn't prison like that. You can't do shit like that. You're out. You're out. And then at that point, it's like, well, I'm gonna get my fucking ass beat if I get thrown out of the school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, you gotta deal with shit like that all the time.
It saved me.
You gotta fucking stand up for yourself.
I'm in Newdorp. And I'm walking to school in the morning, and I see a kid I know from 49, but I see a kid I know, and he's walking with another kid, and the kid he's walking with like nods at me like that. So the kid I knew was like, no. So I say what's up to him. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, we're robbing white kids. I was like, I'm glad I know you. like, fuck yeah. Like,
you look over the fucking guy who had you pinned to the walls, like holding some kid upside down.
So it's funny because like I went to 49 also. When I was in Newdorp, some of my friends that I'd be hanging out with, I'd be saying hi to like some really like fucking hood looking, wild looking, ghetto. Like I'd be saying hi to a lot of people, and then he was like, "You know a lot of people." I was like,
"You have to." That's the only way you
went
survive.
to a lot of schools, man. You know, like,
I've been all over the place.
That's why I say when people are like, "Oh, where are you from?" I just say I'm from New York, because I've moved 23 times, but all around New York. Like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I went to the elementary school next to my house, and so like nothing ever crazy happened. A boy tried to fight me. In like 2nd grade.
He liked you.
I think like I triggered like something.
Oh, you said something.
Cause like I don't fucking know. I don't know what like made me do this, but I just went up to him and I did the John Cena thing, and I was like, "You can't see me." And he was like, "Don't say that." Like I triggered something in this like he had a complete autistic spasm.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like his favorite wrestler or something, and
he thought
like I was making fun of him.
Probably.
He was tweaking out, and like I thought it was funny. I was like, why is he getting so mad? So like I did it again, and I just oh my god, like the veins were coming out of his head. He was turning beet red, and he was like, "I told you not to say it again." And he started chasing me around the fucking playground. And we used to have like I was in, because there's the annex, and then there's 3rd to 5th grade. Yeah. So sometimes we would have lunch with like the 5th graders, but it was separated by a line.
Right.
And one of my neighbors went to the same elementary school. She was like a year younger than Alex, so like she was in lunch, and I remember I was so scared, like he was getting so close to me, and I was like, fuck it, I gotta go into the 5th grade lunch.
Yeah, which was like crossing a border. It was like so scary.
Yeah, and like I remember crossing over and hiding behind her, like
can't get me.
I'm also picturing like tiny little Branna.
Yeah. It's the same person.
Yeah,
just a little bit shorter. Yeah.
Little asshole. I don't know. I just thought anything like fucked up was hilarious. There was this kid, and I don't care. I want to name drop him just because he has the craziest fucking name. His name was Ahmed Elmo Hands.
That's his legal name?
Yeah.
Damn.
Elmo Hands.
Elmo Hands.
And do you remember how at lunch,
Elmo.
No, straight up Elmo Hands.
Yeah, Elmo Hands, yeah.
I think he was, I don't know what the fuck he was. I think he was like Middle Eastern or something. And when you were in lunch, did you remember have like the spork things? It's
I love a spork. Spork is the best fucking thing in the world.
It was a spork, a napkin, and maybe like salt or pepper or whatever.
Yeah.
If you hold on to it like pretty tight, because there's like a little thing of air in it, so
you could pop it.
Yeah. So this kid, we were like in like 4th grade or something, and he kept screaming, Allahu Akbar, and kept smashing these things. So all you heard was him screaming that and just like pop, 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 pop. I was fucking dying.
So
that was like one of like the hardest times I remember. Like early memories of like
that's a question, because you guys, so what, we talked about this, I don't remember which episode we talked about 9/11, but you were not even.
I was like 2.
You were like 2.
Yeah, 2, 3.
So, like him screaming Allah Akbar, that means that's like the whole terrorist aspect really infiltrated your guys' mindsets.
Well, because around that time there was also that guy Jeff Dunham, and he had like
that's it.
You know, like the
dead terrorist, Ahmed the dead terrorist.
Yeah.
You never heard of Jeff Dunham? I thought he was really funny when I was a kid.
Name.
He's a ventriloquist comedian.
Okay.
So he has like a bunch of different puppets, and one of his puppets was, I was in 7th, 8th grade. So
when you were in 7th, 8th,
he was like coming big. You were
probably in college.
You were done with high school, yeah. He's a ventriloquist comedian, and he had like one puppet that was like just a skeleton with a turban on, and he would do an accent, Ahmed the dead terrorist, and it would always be like a suicide bombing joke, like really like, lowbrow shit, but motherfuckers loved it,
Yeah.
He,
I was never big into it, but like I'm assuming that's where he like heard it from or something, because it was like early YouTube comedy.
It was all over. Yeah, it was all over Comedy Central. It was all over YouTube. My dad bought the DVD. My dad loves stupid humor like that, so like all over. That's why Adam Sandler and
go back to sporks though. Did you guys ever play the game?
What game?
We would like bend it back and try to crack the spork.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a game.
Broke
you just break it
a bunch of times.
No. Like you would hold. Each of us would have a spork. You'd hold one, and then like I'd bend mine back, and like you bend the tip, and then you try to crack it, and then like you go and you try to crack it, and whoever cracks the spork.
I see. I understand. Yeah. That's cool. I actually found somebody. I think he's on TikTok and Instagram. This dude who I think I saw him on YouTube Shorts. Whatever, all of the small format shit. But he like recreates all those like classroom like weapons that people would make and shit, and like it really like, oh my god, how the fuck did you do that?
I only remember like the football game that guys would play with
and that's with the paper football.
Yeah.
But this guy would make like a staple shooter, like with a pen and like a rubber band and a staple. You like load it in, and like actually it was with a mechanical pencil, like one of those that you had to like push out the lead. And you like load up the staples in it that are already crushed, and he had it to pressure. Like he did something to it where like you literally just fucking press the tip and it fucking shoots out a staple across the room. And he literally did it and popped a fucking balloon with it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I remember there was almost like a social hierarchy, like with pencils, like they're like especially the mechanical
mechanical ones.
Love.
Do you remember like the thick ones that like it was like always the rich popular girls had them? It had like the eraser that you could adjust. The eraser's like that big, and you could twist it, and then the bottom is like a little bit rubbery, so it's like comfortable. Someone like made a TikTok about it, and it made me think about like how like it was almost like a drug deal. Like, yo, you got lead, and it's like, no, I only got 0.5 lead.
Yeah, because they were sized. They were sized.
Yeah.
No, in my middle school, everybody was obsessed with pens. Everybody had a special pen pencil case where like they had like all these nice gel pens that they collected. Everybody was like they were trading and shit. It was like the fucking fad.
It's really crazy because my shit was just prisons.
Yeah.
Just survival. Like no one cared about your pens.
Right.
Did you make
this was more
day?
Like middle school, high school.
Yeah, middle school. 6th and 7th grade is when I was in 49.
Shit, yeah, you only went to 70, whatever.
We used to, because talking about weapons though, like everybody did the rubber band
shooting the pencil, right, whatever.
Well, because so when I went to 24, they would like take loose leaf and fold it and make it like a weapon out of a rubber band. Right. In 49, they used to use paper clips.
Yeah.
And fucking
make sure that shit hurt.
I feel like teachers, there's always like that weird like legend about like it's like a story that like no matter what school you went to, like it was always a thing. Like they would be like a teacher or like a student, like don't make these little weapon things because a student years ago lost their eye. Or
I mean, absolutely real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely real.
It definitely but not
with the tall tales to
every,
keep you from doing shit. Yeah.
Because
you're still young and you're like, oh fuck, I don't want that to happen. Yeah.
It's like the dare days, everything. I mean, honestly, everything that they told you in school was like, I got in trouble
They made us wear the beer goggles once. I did that whole dare thing.
I got in trouble in 2nd or 3rd grade, because we were doing the drills. But you know how there was like there's the fire drills and there's the bomb drill. Did you ever do the bomb drill?
We never did a bomb drill. I don't think. So just fire.
We did ours where they would make us stand in the hallway and put your hands on your head and just like stand against the wall. And I got in trouble because I said to my friend, I was like, you know why they do this, right? And he said, why? I was like, so we don't see what's killing us.
Yeah, that's true. Literally true.
They called my mom up and whatnot. And my mom was down. She was like, wow, I mean, that's what my boy said.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah.
Spot the lie. Let me know what the lie is.
Spot the lie.
It's like I'll come up there right now.
Yeah, my mom was OG. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to the mom. Cheers, ma.
She didn't give a fuck about nothing, man.
Fucking hell yeah.
Yeah. What's the next topic, though?
Bucket! Oh yeah, even better.
Oh, it was in the sun.
Even more punishing. As it should be. It's a punishment.
Changes.
Time to face the strange changes.
That's our stim. That's our song of the week.
I went.
Each episode, we end up breaking out
into some Bowie.
Yeah.
Shout out Bowie, bro.
Oh, God, R.I.P.
Oh God, send a risky text.
There you go.
To who? Oh, I know to who. You can
Send a risky test. Whoever a risky test. A risky test. I can say words.
Test.
Yeah, risky task went to fucking high school with me. You know? I mean, you said what? No idea.
Like, what is a risky?
I don't know. Say something, like kind of how he was gonna profess his love to David and then rename
Yeah.
You could say something.
Honestly, though, I love David. David!
Professing my love to you, David.
Mi hermano.
Yo, can we talk and then block them? I have to tell you something. I don't fucking know. Who wrote this?
I don't know. Let me see.
It's my handwriting.
Yeah. How do you mix that up?
I
had one glimpse. I was like, that was Danny.
It's hieroglyphs.
I mean, you could send a risky test to some dude.
Either
somebody.
whiskey. What? Can't I
Whiskey
speak?
Dex.
Oh.
Are you good,
Either a
though?
risky text.
Yeah, during that short break,
Danny
fucking
bodied.
butt-chugged the absinthe.
Butt chugged it. I held the funnel.
The funnel was Matt's mouth.
Yeah. Actually, you put it in my mouth and I spit it into his asshole. Yeah.
Human centipede some absinthe.
Oh my god. You were throwing up the whole time.
It's either
shot.
risky
You're gonna do the
text
shot.
or-
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
I don't know. Maybe you fucking.
Sorry, I'm not fine.
Maybe you shock the boy with something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking. Ooh. Why is it smoking? Is this the witch's cauldron? What the fuck?
It was honestly still a little chilly.
Bubble, toil and trouble. There's some Eye of Newt in that motherfucker there, actually.
Eye of Newt for sure.
Puppy dog tails thunder or lightning.
You said that made me think of DuckTales.
Ooh. Yeah, DuckTales is the shit.
What's the thing that he says? Something with the babe.
You remind me of the babe.
Yeah,
What
you
babe?
remind me of
Babe with the power. That's the song I was doing.
Yo, she's never even seen it, and she's already shouting.
She skimmed the songs. I know.
I didn't skim the songs.
No. I mean, like she watched just the songs, right?
I thought we were gonna have a labyrinth.
We're still gonna have a labyrinth watch.
Yeah, I'll watch it into.
I have it on DVD, the collector's edition. Trust.
I showed Matt and Steph.
He-Man, Masters of the
Universe. Yeah,
that was a great movie,
bro.
Thunder or lightning, and baby said, "This is another one of yours."
Yeah.
What was your first dream? Like what I wanted to be? Your first dream? Like your first aspiration? You wrote this one. I guess so, because I don't remember what my first dream was when I was sleeping.
No, I think I meant to dream, because I can remember one of my earliest dreams.
Really?
Yeah, it terrified me. It wasn't.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, no, I had like I was such a scared kid. And my brother, who was your age, used to show me the scariest shit. Oh. There was this one movie called I don't know if either of you ever seen it. It'd be weird if you did. I think it's called High Tension.
Nope.
It's literally on Netflix right now. I saw it and I was like, oh my god. They like it fucking like still gave me a shiver.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, it gave me
down your
goosebumps. No, it's a movie that's in French, but it's like a horror slasher movie. But it was like very gritty and gross and gratuitous with the violence. And a short synopsis is just like it's a girl and her friend going to like to the other girl's family for the weekend, like out in the mountains. So something very familiar to me. Like we had a house upstate, and just some like psychopath like comes through and it starts like killing them horrendously and grotesquely. Yeah, it's a French movie, so like it'd be weird. It'd be weird if you guys saw it. I don't know how the fuck he got his hands on it, but I watched it because I wanted to be cool. And
down with the boys.
That fucking movie gave me nightmares forever. That movie scared the shit out of me.
How old were you?
I was probably in middle school still, probably like 10 to 12 or whatever. But again, I was terrified of things. My brother had a knack of making me scared of everything.
Yeah,
he's the reason why I can't fucking go on roller coasters and I like just anything that was like remotely like challenging or scary. He made sure that it was the scariest thing. And then like I did it, and he did it to me in the worst way, where I was like, well, now I never want to do it again.
Shout out the trauma that older siblings.
Right. Shout out to that physical and
are we all the youngest? Yeah, right.
I'm the youngest. Yeah.
Youngest live.
They hate us because they ain't. I used to just dream about the scenario of this fucking this killer fucking showing up and like fucking coming through and killing everybody in the house like grossly the same way he did in the movie. And yeah, it was
and then
like,
you went and lived with a cult for a time.
Yeah, and you know what? And then the dreams went away. No, it haunted me for so fucking long, man. I guess I was gonna go the other way with it and be like, what was my first aspiration dream?
But yeah, what's that?
He wanted to be a singer.
I wanted to be a writer. No, I wanted to be a writer.
All right,
obviously, which could still happen.
Yeah,
it's not gone,
bro.
I love singing.
Dead and gone.
Dead and gone. Dick and balls.
Dick and balls. All the ones that are just like me right now. I just pulled my own handwriting again.
Oh, you fucking narcissist.
Oh my god, narcy.
Another one. I just pulled another one that was mine. So I'll real quick. My first dream that I remember as a kid. I woke up in my house, like in the dream. I wake up in my house. I'm living in Long Island, so I'm probably like 5-6 years old. I wake up in the dream. I wake up in my bed in my house, and I'm hearing weird noise from outside the house, like kind of stormy-ish. And I walk to the front of my house in Greenlawn Avenue, and I open up my front door. And when I open up the front door, like literally on the as soon as like you pass the molding of my house, it's a cartoon world, but it's the cartoon world drawn in the way of
kind of like Roger Rabbit.
No, the old school, the original Batman cartoon.
Okay.
Ooh,
and there was a werewolf episode of the Batman cartoon, and when I open up my door, I'm looking at long empty field. And then off in the distance is a graveyard with a tree. and standing on top of one of the gravestones is this gigantic werewolf, and it jumps up into the air and leaps at me, and as it like comes at my face, I woke up.
Pause.
Splooged in my mouth.
Oh my god.
My sister referred to like cum as a dick vomit or like
dick vomit. I love that.
More like a tube of toothpaste.
My penis is throwing up.
My penis threw up.
My penis. So truth. Who's the one that got away? Salma Hayek. Like, honestly.
Fair, dude.
Salma, I love you. I hope I shoot.
Are you sure it's not Amy
day?
From middle school with your footprint on her back?
True. No, I don't.
We're out at a bar and there's a girl with a footprint.
She's wearing like a back brace. You ruined her for life.
She's like, Danny?
The fact that she would approach him. Danny? And he's like, oh fuck, we gotta go.
I fucked that girl. She's still
like the fucking like the Tin Man.
She's
like,
still as tall as she was.
Squeaking towards him. The screws are coming out.
Broke my C5, my C6.
They said I'd never walk again. Oh, God.
No, the one who got away. I don't have one that got away.
Yeah, you kind of just have one that took up the whole space.
Except the girl that was in his basement.
She ain't never get away.
Nope.
She's still there.
Still can't. They can't. Prove
Did you throw
that.
it back in there?
No, I put it in. I put it in.
Good job, guys. Very
Fucking
proud.
solid bucket segment.
Yeah.
All right, let's start our segments.
Segments.
Go ahead.
Right, because you started off last time.
She did.
Well, no,
she did.
No.
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
Yeah.
So, segments. Movie of the week is a movie that probably nobody's ever heard of, called What Dreams May Come. And I'm doing this movie because last Sunday was the 10-year anniversary of my boy Robin Williams. His death. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so sad to even think that was...
Killed himself when I was in Ecuador.
Yeah. So what was the movie again?
What Dreams May Come.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen it before.
Oh,
It's
the
Robin
only thing
Williams.
I wanted to say about Robin Williams was...
Robin Williams is one, but Dream May Come. That's why I brought it up.
But what I wanted to say was... he died when I was away in Ecuador. I had a weird fucking thing where every time I was on a family vacation, a celebrity...
Blast her shit to Robin Williams.
My God.
Him and I'm Jack. Oh my God.
Mork and Mindy. Nanu, baby.
Flubber.
Flubber.
Nanu,
baby.
No, for some reason, like, I don't know why. It was just always a coincidence that it wouldn't just be a celebrity. It was a fucking legend.
It was somebody you knew and loved, yeah.
Oh, when you would go to Ecuador?
a legend.
Okay.
Like, someone that, like, everyone and their mother knew.
What's another example?
North Carolina. I was in 7th grade. I was listening to Amy Winehouse on my fucking
She died.
iPod.
Yeah.
And then something in me, no one was saying anything, and for whatever reason I paused it, and like they were listening to the radio. In North Carolina is like what, like a 10-12 hour drive.
14 hours, yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
we would always drive there for family vacation from when I was in like elementary school to 7th grade was our last trip. And I just
vacation.
yeah. Well, because my dad is like fucking 50 friends.
Nah,
it was honestly sick. Like, I wish we had more friends so that we could do this, because they would rent out like a huge house on the beach, and
Still do that.
everyone, would chip in money.
Hell yeah.
And for whatever reason, I remember pausing my iPod, and I was listening to her Back to Black album, and someone like on the radio announced her death, and I was just like, it was just so bizarre, because I also, when we did one of our pit stops on the way, I bought a magazine. There was like a tell-all about her, because I guess like I was like it was so fucking bizarre.
Brianna shouldn't take vacations anymore. So.
Yeah, that was 7th grade, 5th grade. I think we drove down to Florida or something. Michael Jackson died. Ecuador was the last like big legend that died.
Yeah.
I was 15, turning 16, and I was by myself. An earthquake happened. I was alone in my mom's cousin's apartment because I was too tired. I was it was like 6 hours of driving or something. We were going up to the mountains to like Quito, and I was like, I want to sleep. So her and my abuela went to the mall, and then I stayed behind, and I woke up to an earthquake happening, and then like I was texting my mom, she wasn't answering, so I was like, all right, fuck it.
Guess
like,
the world's ending.
Right.
So I went on Twitter to see if anything was like going on, but I realized that my location was still in the U.S., so like nothing was. No one was tweeting about this earthquake.
Ecuadorian earthquake in the mountains.
And the first thing I see is that Robin Williams killed himself. I was like, what the fuck?
Is that why the earth is shaking right now?
Oh, I love Robin Williams. But to go back to Robin Williams, What Dreams May Come is a movie he did in like late 90s. Beautiful movie. It's kind of sad. There's a lot of sadness to it. It's like it's not a happy movie.
His sadder movies are really something special too.
His performance in it is incredible. It's him, Cuba Gooding. I can't remember who the chick was. Basically, the entire movie takes place in the afterlife. It's What Dreams May Come. He dies, then his wife dies, but he like majority of the movie is him in the afterlife, and like it's. You start to realize that basically like the narrative that the movie is making is that everybody's like heaven is really specific to you. My heaven's not your heaven, your heaven's not your heaven, kind of thing like that. But What Dreams May Come is such a, oh my God, it's there's so much weight to it. The performances are fantastic, the visuals are fantastic because he was a painter, his wife was a painter, so his heaven, like when he first gets to heaven, anything he's trying to grab is like falling apart because it's like made out of oil and like paintings and stuff like that. It's so
spooky.
It's spooky, but it's What Dreams May Come. Watch that movie.
Right on.
Game of the week, song of the week.
I'll go. So game of the week, I'm going to call it now because it comes out in less than a day. Is Black Myth.
Couple days. Yeah.
No, I think 25th. I looked at it. It was like a day, and maybe
if you pre-order it.
Maybe it's a pre-order.
Yeah.
We also don't know when this is coming out.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
True.
That's why it's going to be of the
matter.
week. Right?
It may
of the following week game. No, so it's called Black Myth.
3 months later.
Black Myth Wukong. So it's definitely centered around Sun Wukong, which is a Chinese myth. They call him the Monkey King. Yeah. Right. So it's actually just in the myth. It's actually from a book written in like the 16th century. It's called Journey to the West. Yeah. I believe. And that's a story in which Sun Wukong even existed, and he kind of goes on a journey with two other characters, and they meet big figures in history like Sun Tzu, I believe. They meet him. It's like kind of like a redemption tale, stuff like that. But Sun Wukong is like a weird mythos creature. He's a monkey, not a monkey person, but a monkey apparently.
But what do they call it?
Anthropomorphic.
Yeah.
Well, at least
what is that?
It means like an animal with human, qualities or whatever. Like a persona. Anthropomorphic is
anthropomorphic.
The word. Anthropomorphic. Yeah. It's so hard to say, but so in the description, like he's a monkey born of a stone with like the power of the elements, but he can control the wind. And I don't know too much regarding the mythos of the character past that, but I know that they refer to him as the Monkey King. Sun Wukong. I believe he travels with a prince in the story, and either way, I think in the game you'll just be playing as him straight up. I don't know if they're going to follow the tale of the book.
They are
the story. They are probably kind of,
but it's also Souls. So
it's not FromSoft. I actually looked into it. I thought it'd be FromSoft. So FromSoft is the company that makes the Souls games. Yeah, so it's not technically a FromSoft game, which doesn't mean it's not going to be Souls-like. A lot of other companies do Souls-like games. Are they just
also part of it? Because
they might be.
A Chinese production company is big ones behind it.
Right, but I know like at least all the Dark Souls, Elden Ring, from software, yeah. So, but I know it's going to play that way. It's probably going to play more like, we were talking about this, probably going to play more like, you said Ghost of Tsushima. I'd assume it's going to play a lot more like, what's the other one? The samurai game. Yeah. What is it? I can't think of it. God. Shadows Die Twice.
Shikiro? Sekiro. Yeah.
Shakira. Oh, baby, I want to talk like that.
Yo, when Shakira first came out, bro,
she was.
But anyway, I think
it's to run home for that TRL. I love them mountains.
I don't care if them hips lie or not.
Punish my penis.
Yeah. Yo, I don't care if your breast is small and humble.
Oh my god. Nubile.
That's what she says.
What?
In the song. Her breast is small and humble like mountains. And I'm like, how's that? I don't know.
Oh, that's in a whatever.
Yeah.
It's one of the verses.
She sneaks that in? I don't even know the words.
Yeah, my breasts are small and humble like mountains.
Lucky that my breasts are small and humble so you don't confuse them for mountains.
Yeah.
Fucking haven't gone through puberty yet. I was like, yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
What targeted music, man. Jesus Christ. But anyway,
shout out Shakira,
yeah. So that game's gonna probably be really dope. It's gonna be really hard. They're all pretty hard.
Punish.
Big Souls gamers will be like big boob gamers. Big Souls gamers will be like, yeah, whatever.
The last enemy is just two giant pairs of titties.
That'd be sick. Yeah. I know. I'm looking forward to it. I don't usually. The only other Souls game. What?
That'd be sick.
No, that'd be sick.
No, because he said two giant pairs of titties.
Yeah. So 4 boobs.
Yeah.
If it was a Souls game, though, if it was a Souls game, it would be.
It'd be like Gnip Gnop, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I was it's called in science class.
I've never known the name of that.
Gnip Gnop. I learned that from
Science rules.
I learned that from fucking what's his name? A comedian we were talking about earlier, John Mulaney, I think.
Gotcha.
No.
Maybe not. Maybe Dane Cook, honestly. Yeah, probably Dane Cook.
Dane Cook.
All right, let's go into song of the
week.
Song of the week is
A B C D.
That was really good. That was so funny.
You tried. You tried.
It's getting shady out here.
It's
getting
dogs.
Yeah. Song of the week is Out Getting Ribs by King Cruel. Spooky, but I was thinking about what I was going to choose for Song of the Week when I was driving back from my sister's. And it was pouring rain. When I got near, like, Newark-ish, for some reason, it makes you go... Because she's, like, on the cusp of Jersey-ish. It's upstate, but then, like, you're, like, on I-287 for, like, ever until you know... Like, get back to here.
So is she New York or is she Jersey?
It's kind of, like, a little bit of both.
Gotcha.
Unsure.
Yeah, her moon is in New York.
Rising.
She's
a Jersey rising.
She's
Turnpike rising.
No, she could be in Jersey within like 15 minutes. Whatever. It was fucking pouring when I left. I left at like 11, like 10:40ish, and I was like, I had my music on shuffle because sometimes, like, if I listen to the same songs a lot, I'll usually hit recently played, and I was like, whenever I'm just gonna hit my shuffle. And sometimes it sucks because half the car ride I'll just be hitting next on everything.
Yeah.
But then this song came up and I was like, holy
groove.
shit, I haven't heard this since I was like in high school. And it was so perfect, like with the rain and stuff. And when I got back home, you know how like I don't know how often you use Snapchat for like high school, it was like huge. So I have like memories from over the years. And 7 years ago, I was listening to this song in the rain.
Oh.
So I was like,
it's
this
your rain
has
song,
to be my fucking song of the week.
Yeah.
I forget where he's from. He's like this tall ginger guy. I forget if he's from like Manchester or something, but he has like such like a deep, like when you talk to him and when you hear him in interviews, it's such like a it's a fucking Glasgow, like kind of voice. But when he sings, he's an ugly singer. Like a lot of people, whenever I've like put
with
him
the
on,
face that he puts on, or no?
No, just like his tone of voice. He's hitting the right notes.
Yeah.
He's not out of key, but like most people, it's not friendly to the ear.
Okay.
We'll listen to
kinda
it.
grating.
You guys better fucking listen to it.
Better, or I'm coming for you.
Why are we doing this?
But
If you're not.
but kind of like Tom Waits. Like, not everybody likes Tom Waits' voice, but I do.
Yeah.
Joe Cocker.
Joe
like
Cocker, yeah.
No, this guy's different.
Joe Cocker was also just an ugly singer. That man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
He does.
Are you seizing?
Joe Cocker looked like he was
I know,
seizing.
yeah. I heard there was a secret code.
He's kind of like that.
Kind of like that? Okay.
He does that like at the end of the song. He's like kind of spazzing, but he's been around since like 2014. Since he was 14.
Is he real skinny?
Yeah. Super skinny, tall, ginger guy. I think his name is Archie something.
Oh,
he was also one of those kind of artists that had different aliases growing up. Gotcha. Like his main one is King Cruel, and he plays such fucking. Listen to it.
So funny because.
Fucking listen to it.
King Cruel is a Donkey Kong villain.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard.
King K. Rool.
And with that,
anyway.
Another episode in the books. Jesus
Bad
Christ.
today.
Bad today. Black Myth Wukong.
It might be getting better.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Maybe. Potentially.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
There we go, man. That's a wrap.